All right, we're back on the record again. We went into this courthouse here to find out if this judge is in here, and they refuse to give out any information about the judge. This is the corruption that takes place in this courthouse. I'm telling you, free citizens, it is time we put a stop to this foolishness. This judge gives me 60 days, suspends the 60 days, and gives me 2 years probation and fines that I must pay within this 2 years. Extortion from taxpayers. If you want a legitimate sentence, would be 60 days probation, but not 2 years. And this is just to find out information. Once I read the complaint or the probation document, it says you have to give up all this information to the courts. It is not gonna happen. I'll go in here and sit for 60 days and see what corruption is taking place within the detention center and see if the warden did what he said he was gonna do. But I'm telling you, Judge, we're gonna sue you, and we'll wait for the warrant to be issued for me, and then I'll turn myself in then. These people wouldn't even give me the information to let me know if the judge is in this courthouse and where I can go turn myself in, because I refuse to do the sentence that he imposed on me for saying the word bitch. Free people, you can't even say what you want to say now. He says those are fighting words in a society. It's not his society, and that is not his job to decide what is society in a person's way of life. But this is a corrupted judicial system, just like in Rockville. They denied me my right to a jury trial. They brought me before one judge, and then when I told her that she would be violating my rights to have a jury trial, they shipped me to another judge. And this judge is the judge that you could tell by the redness of his face when he kept looking towards me, and I was laughing and smiling because this was a corrupt judicial system, because you violated my rights but not giving me a jury trial. Nowhere does it say if it's 60 days or under or 90 days or under. The Constitution is written for a reason, and people have died for that Constitution. And these individuals, these new domestic terrorists we have that sits on the bench and wear these uniforms, are violating your rights daily. And for you bootlicking asshole kissers, you got the wrong person you talking to with those ridiculous comments, okay? Unlike you, I'm willing to stand up for my rights. For the people who died for my rights, I'm willing to go into this system for 60 days and find out what is going wrong in this system. You sit back and you kiss ass. That's what you do best. But keep writing to my platform, because I need the views and the comments to make it grow, and it is growing. But to you free people, take a stand, because this is what happens when you go into a courtroom. And I'm going to show you the body cam footage that the state attorney and the police of Tacoma Park did not want to release. Did not want to release. But we got it now because the attorney received all the discovery. And that's what they didn't want to do in a jury trial, because they would have to turn over the discovery. Well, I've got it. And I'm going to put it on there, and you're going to see where the police conspire with enterprise to get this disorderly conduct. And then you're going to hear where the police states that I'm yelling and I'm screaming. How you doing, young lady? I'm yelling and I'm screaming disorderly. You're going to hear me nowhere screaming or yelling. We got a park police down here screaming and yelling. Then you're going to see a protected order where they coerce the manager who's supposed to have came here to testify. All of a sudden, she's out of town. Here's another police cruiser. Out of town. She doesn't come and testify. They get another employee to come and testify. Nowhere did they say I was disturbing their peace. Then they say there's a black man sitting at the bus stop. I was disturbing his peace. Unbeknownst to him, that black man was with me. Okay? With me. So let's see how this plays out in a federal courthouse to get this judge, these state attorneys disbarred. This needs to stop, free people. We got to start putting our foot down on these individuals who are making up their own laws. This individual says freedom of words is not covered by the Constitution. Freedom of speech is covered by the Constitution. Using profanity, the Supreme Court has ruled very clear. It's covered. There goes security coming out here checking on me, y'all. Because that's security right there coming out and check on me. So they say they call him to come out and check on me down there. Freedom of speech is covered. And once you violate rights, and for you bootlickers, look up Title 18 U.S. Code Section 242. It is a criminal act to violate a citizen's constitutional right, and I'm going to press this issue with N.O.J, Department of Justice, because I want these individuals locked up and removed off the bench. All right, now this is where these domestic terrorists come in and hide out under security. And the funny thing about it is, you got some officers in here said that was the most ridiculous thing they heard, but they can't do it on the record. But they said that they heard. But y'all stand by, because this is not over by a long shot. And for you bootlickers, I know, you don't like freedom, but it's coming. People are getting tired of this. So stand by. We're waiting. Now we're gonna wait for the warrant to be issued. So I have to turn myself in. Stand by. You can't even turn yourself in this state. This shit is ridiculous. And I had to, and the reason I'm saying this because I had to get the paperwork and see how corrupt this judge really is. And he showed his colors, not even in the courtroom, when he turned red as a goddamn tomato. And then he sat there and wrote up this ridiculous sentence because he knew to try to cover his ass. Freedom of speech, saying the word bitch, is a disorderly, y'all. So y'all better be careful. They're taking y'all rights away from y'all daily. Stand by.